Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I'm kind of excited about today. I am going down to City Hall to do a, quote, exit interview, per se, with our mayor, and also I'm starting to do those election podcasts. Yes, the primary will be here soon, and since there are no contested Republican races, this one seems to be only for the registered Democrats. Anyhow, here is your OMG fact. Mr. Potato Head was the first toy ever advertised on television way back in 1952. And he's still going strong today as a toy, although I don't think he's on television anymore. All right, we have some news. So, shall we? The Maryland State Police arrested a 45-year-old Lanham man after multiple reports of gunfire from a white Ford Excursion along I-97 and Route 50 in Anne Arundel County. Troopers say that the driver initially ignored commands and even tried to load a gun before being taken into custody. Inside the SUV, officers found a high-point 9mm handgun with an altered serial number, 75 spent shell casings, and nearly 250 live rounds. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The man showed signs of impairment and is now facing reckless endangerment, firearms charges, and DUI, and is being held without bail at the Jennifer Road Detention Center. If anybody has any more information, they are asked to contact the Maryland State Police at the Annapolis Barrack. We don't have a whole lot of information on this one, but the Anne Arundel County Police are investigating a shooting in Glen Burnie last night. Officers responded to Brooks Terrace Road last night, where an adult male was shot and taken to a local hospital. His condition has not been released, and the case does remain under investigation. We're going to have an update on this one on eyeonannapolis.net a little bit later on this morning. In Annapolis, a 66-year-old man was sentenced to 18 months of house arrest for harassing a 14-year-old girl and offering her money for sex. The man pleaded guilty to second-degree assault and a fourth-degree sex offense. While the sentence handed down included 10 years, all but 18 months were suspended to be served on house arrest. He will not have to register as a sex offender, something that is already raising some eyebrows. The judge cited concern over the man's veteran status and the potential loss of his VA benefits as a reason for the leniency. During sentencing, the girl bravely told the court she no longer feels safe in her community. Indulge me a moment here. On one hand, this seems like a very lenient sentence to me. And on the other hand, and this is probably the hand that I would go with, it seems like getting this veteran some help with his mental health might be the more prudent choice. And finally, some brighter news for Annapolis foodies. Giolitti Deli and Catering has announced that, after selling the restaurant several years ago, Mary Giolitti herself is back at the heart of the restaurant, alongside with Cheryl, Judith, and Alfredo. After a very rough spring, which saw an unexpected closure of the restaurant, they promised the same hospitality quality that made the deli a local favorite. In other words, your sandwiches are in good hands again, and the meatballs are probably a lot happier too. As we start to close, today is Ticket Tuesday, and Ram's Head on Stage hooked us up once again for the month of August. I do have a pair of tickets to see Carpool, which is the Ultimate Cars tribute band. That's on Sunday the 24th. And then comedian Todd Barry on Thursday the 28th. If you'd like a pair, let me know, and I may hook you up. But you do want to check out ramsheadonstage.com for all of the other great shows, and also that Annapolis Songwriters Festival, which is coming up in about 3 weeks, I think. All right, that's a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, Interim Health of Annapolis, and Annapolis Power and Sailboat Shows. Now you just need to hang tight. We have your local Anne Arundel County weather coming right up in about a minute, along with story time from the Chesapeake Crossroads Heritage Area.
When someone you love needs care at home, you want more than just help. You want trusted support from people who truly care. That's where Interim Healthcare of Annapolis comes in. Locally owned and serving seniors in Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Charles, Prince George's, and Queen Anne's counties. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis offers personalized in-home care that's flexible, reliable, and compassionate. From Alzheimer's and dementia care to assistance with bathing, dressing, fall prevention, transportation to appointments, and even 24-hour care. Interim of Annapolis also offers respite care to give family caregivers a much-needed break. With Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, you get the backing of a trusted national network and the heart of a hometown provider. Call Art Dandridge at 443-808-1003 or visit interim.com/Annapolis to learn more. That's interim.com/Annapolis. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. Personalized service at home, peace of mind, and always there when you need care. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Well, good morning. Let's kick off the day with a look at what lies ahead. Today, you can expect a mostly cloudy and humid day with a couple of early showers likely. Temperatures will peak at about 74 degrees, and the overnight low will be in the upper 60s. A light raincoat might earn its keep early on, but things should settle down nicely as the day wears on. Tomorrow brings a brighter pattern with a mix of sun and clouds to a few scattered showers possible. It'll also feel a bit warmer, climbing to 82 degrees under humid skies with the nighttime dipping to about 71. On Thursday, it'll feel breezy and humid in the morning, but conditions should improve with partial sunshine by the afternoon. Look for highs near 77 and a cooler evening at about 68 degrees. Now, as we look ahead into Friday through Sunday, Friday brings a refreshing break with lower humidity and plenty of sunshine, hitting 80 degrees and cooling to about 67 overnight. Saturday will be a picture-perfect summer day, sunny skies and the highs in the low 80s with an overnight low near 70. Sunday turns breezy and humid again with increasing cloudiness, pushing the high to 82 and a low of about 68. That wraps our extended weather rundown. Dress for comfort, prepare for a little humidity, and enjoy what's shaping up to be a fine weekend. I'll meet you here tomorrow for the next update.
Fish for a day, party for a night, all for a great cause. Don't miss Fish for a Cure's 19th annual fishing tournament and shore party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Register to fish and raise funds for the Cancer Survivorship Program at Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. All funds raised directly benefit cancer patients and their families. Register your boat or get your shore party ticket for fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org.
Today, we continue with Storytime, courtesy of the Chesapeake Crossroads Heritage Area, which has a ton of great ideas to really dig deep into our wonderful Anne Arundel County. You can check it all out at ChesapeakeCrossroads.org, but you want to gather around for today's story. Today's story is about a doomed flotilla in the Patuxent. Did you know that one of the most explosive moments of the War of 1812 happened right here in Anne Arundel County? It was August 22nd, 1814, and Commodore Joshua Barney, a Revolutionary War hero, made the unthinkable call. He ordered the destruction of his entire fleet on the Patuxent River near Wason's Corner. That included his flagship, the USS Scorpion, and 16 other vessels. Why? To keep them out of British hands as the enemy closed in on Washington, D.C. Barney's ragtag flotilla had been a thorn in the side of the British for months, darting in and out of shallow coves along the Patuxent, launching surprise attacks and slowing down their plans. But when he got word that Washington was under threat, he had to act fast. After scuttling the fleet, Barney and 400 of his men marched to the Battle of Bladensburg, where he was wounded, but not before helping give Dolly Madison just enough time to rescue key documents and the famous portrait of George Washington from the White House. And believe it or not, you can still trace this dramatic history right along the banks of the Patuxent River today. Explore it for yourself at Jug Bay Wetland Sanctuary, celebrating 40 years this September with a special Music by the Marsh event. Stroll the boardwalks, launch a kayak, or hike a new 4-mile trail at Wason's Corner. You'll walk the same ground where Barney made history. And if you're the curious type, swing by the U.S. Naval Academy's museum or the Visitor Center in Annapolis to dig deeper into the War of 1812 and the life of Commodore Barney. It's history right here in our very own backyard, and you don't even need a musket. You'll find more information and summer adventures at ChesapeakeCrossroads.org, and if you are interested to learn more about Commodore Barney, check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon today for a much deeper look. And if you're really ready to make history part of your summer, check out the Historic Summer Bucket List Challenge from Chesapeake Crossroads Heritage Area. More than 60 sites, one challenge card, lots of stories waiting to be rediscovered. Get all of the details at ChesapeakeCrossroads.org.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.